Oh, welcome back, everybody. I'm glad you guys are joining me today. And it looks like John Fetterman's heading back to the hospital once again, this time for depression. If you guys don't know, John Fetterman was in the hospital here recently when they feared that he may have had another stroke. John Fetterman, who had a stroke back on the campaign trail of 2022 in the midterm elections back in October or September, that he suffered and had put him in the hospital and, of course, made his brain mush. And they continued to try to run him. The Democrat Party and his wife, Giselle Fetterman, all wanted power. So they had to make sure that they put up this vegetable to run for office. Now he is in Walter Reed Hospital for clinical depression. And I feel really bad for this guy at this point because he's been taken advantage of. Maybe he's allowed himself to be taken advantage of by his wife and the Democrat Party to further the Democrats' power grab and to continue to just ride this guy to the finish line, even though they knew he was in no condition to run for office. The doctor who cleared him obviously lied and told everyone that the stroke had no impact on him, even though it was you could visibly see that there was something off about John Fetterman, even more so than his usual self. He couldn't hear right. He couldn't talk right. He couldn't process thoughts correctly. And yet this was the man they were going to send to the United States Senate because the Democrats do not care. They care about power. And that is it. So before we dive into this updated story, thank you for joining me. Allow me to share some info with you. Hopefully you can share it with your friends and family. Smash that like button to 300 likes. And if you like the content, you like the video, you like the channel, smash that super thanks as well. So this is coming to us from Breaking 911. And Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman hospitalized with depression, office says. Yep, that's right. According to a statement from his office on Thursday, Pennsylvania Democrat Senator John Fetterman has admitted himself to the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center to receive treatment for clinical depression while still recovering from a stroke. Despite struggling with depression on and off throughout his life, Fetterman's symptoms became severe in recent weeks, as stated by his chief of staff, Adam Jentelson. Following an evaluation by Congress attending physician Brian Mohan on Monday, Fetterman was recommended for inpatient care at Walter Reed. He voluntarily agreed to receive the treatment. John agreed and is receiving treatment on a voluntary basis, Jentelson said. After examining John, the doctors at Walter Reed told us John is getting the care he needs and will be back to himself soon. Don't forget this. This is crucial because he's been struggling with depression because he cannot function like he used to prior to the stroke. He had a stroke. It limited his cognitive ability. Obviously, you go into a depression if you cannot fulfill the things you were able to do at one time. You struggle with that, and that's what he's doing right now. He's struggling with that because they forced him to go back on the campaign trail. They forced him to continue to run in office, even though people around him knew he was incapable of serving that role and would put a enormous stress on him. They didn't care. The theory that I laid out for you guys a couple of weeks ago, or when this story broke about him going to the hospital because of things related to his stroke, was that the plan was for the governor of Pennsylvania to appoint a new Democrat senator because they have already captured a seat. So they would go ahead and nominate a senator to go ahead and fulfill the rest of this term. And the leading theory was that his wife would be that person. Just a theory. Of course, I'm open to hear all your guys' theories in the comments down below. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button. You can follow me over on my Twitter, Gab, and Odysee, all linked in the description down below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.